Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Hakodash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that will well. And shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I am the brother Kalab from the GMS UK Minor Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify those of which I spoke of. So I have an article here from AP News. Is that Associated Press? I think it is. On one of Donald Trump's executive orders, because as we know, or as you should know, if you've been paying attention to what has been going on in the news recently, a lot of the headlines have been regarding Donald Trump's return to office as the is it the 47th United States president? Can't remember what number. If I'm incorrect in that, forgive me. But Trump is back in office, and on his first day of returning to office, he signed a flurry of executive orders, and some of them are very interesting, to say the least. And this is one of them. So this article from AP News says Trump signs executive order on developing artificial intelligence free from ideological bias. Published on January the 24th, 2025, so that was 4 days ago. President Donald Trump signed an executive order on artificial intelligence Thursday that will revoke past government policies his order says to act as barriers to American artificial intelligence innovation. To maintain global leadership in AI technology, we must develop AI systems that are free from ideological bias or engineered social agendas, Trump's order says. The new order doesn't name which existing policies are hindering AI development, but sets out to track down and review all policies, directives, regulations, orders, and other actions taken as a result of former President Joe Biden's sweeping AI executive order of 2023, which Trump rescinded Monday. Any of those Biden-era actions must be suspended if they don't fit Trump's new directive that AI should promote human flourishing, economic competitiveness, and national security. Last year, get out of my face. Last year, the Biden administration issued a policy directive that said US federal agencies must show their artificial intelligence tools aren't harming the public or stop using them. Trump's order directs the White House to revise and reissue those directives which affect how agencies acquire AI tools and use them. Biden's executive order, the Trump administration said, established unnecessarily burdensome requirements for companies developing and deploying AI that would stifle private sector innovation and threaten American technological leadership. Trump's order also calls for development of an AI action plan within 180 days. Leading the work will be a small group of White House tech and science officials, including a new special advisor for AI and crypto. See, so they're going to be tying this in. Well, this is all tied to the MOTB system, which, for those of you who may be new or don't know, MOTB is the acronym for the Mark of the Beast system, So by them tying it in with AI and crypto means it's going to be a part of that system where, people will be using this technology for buying and selling, payments and transfers, which is what the MOTB is all about. No man will be able to buy or sell if they don't have that chip, which is the implantable RFID microchip. Now, I just did a lesson on how the UK is developing a system in the UK for digital IDs, which is going to be rolled out starting in the summer of this year, I believe. And by 2027, all government documents are going to be issued in digital format. So the UK is making moves with this, America's making moves with this. So it's really we're coming into the times now where shit's gonna start to get real. We've prophesied about these times for years. We've prophesied about this mark for years, but now it seems that as of 2025, look, we've only just we're just about to clear the first month of 2025, and look at how much has already happened. So let's read on if I can. I don't know if I can, if this it will allow me. It will. Sometimes you have to pay for these articles, so the Wadi Al Basham Hirshai for that. Where was we? Trump's order also calls for the development of an AI action plan within 180 days. Leading the work will be a small group of White House tech and science officials, including a new special advisor for AI and crypto, a role Trump has given to venture capitalist and former PayPal executive David Sacks. So what is PayPal known for? Making financial transfers via a digital system. That's essentially what PayPal is. So it's no surprise that they wouldn't get someone who worked on that to be tied in. And if I'm not mistaken, even Elon Musk had a hand in the start of PayPal, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see how this is all gearing up. Reading on, it says Trump repealed Biden's 2023 guardrails for fast developing AI technology just hours after returning to the White House on Monday. The new actions threaten to erase some of the Biden administration's efforts. Excuse me. The new actions threaten to erase some of the Biden administration's efforts, championed by then Vice President Kamala Harris, to curb government use of the kinds of AI tools that have been found to unfairly discriminate based on race, gender, or disability. From medical diagnosis, chatbots spouting false information, to face recognition technology tied to wrongful arrests of black men. Until Thursday, it wasn't clear if Trump planned to replace the Biden signature AI policy with his own order. Trump had also signed executive orders on AI in his previous term, including a 2019 order directing federal agencies to prioritize research and development in AI that is still on the books. Alondra Nelson, former acting director of the White House Office of Science and Technology Policy under Biden, said Trump's order seemed backward-looking because agencies would be tasked with reviewing initiatives that are already helping people with implicit intent to unwind them. The Biden administration's AI policies, she added, were aimed at protecting both innovation and the public. In 60 days, we'll know which Americans rightly and safely... Sorry, let me read that again, I read it incorrectly. In 60 days, we'll know which Americans' rights and safety the Trump administration believes deserves to be protected in the age of AI, and if there will be a level playing field for every technologist, developer, and innovator, or just the tech billionaires, Nielsen said. Much of Biden's 2023 order set in motion a sprint across government agencies to study AI's impact on everything from cybersecurity risks to its effects on education, workplace, and public benefits, with an eye on ensuring AI tools weren't harming people. That work is largely done. One major piece that remained until Trump rescinded it on Monday was a requirement that tech companies building The most powerful AI models share details with government about the workings of those systems before they are unleashed to the public. The Trump order focuses on human flourishing, echoes the language of his campaign's long-held promise to cancel Biden's AI policy once back in the White House. It's also in line with ideas espoused by Trump's advisor Elon Musk, who has warned against the dangers of what he calls woke AI that reflects liberal biases. Not much more to this article, will be done. In a statement, and obviously Elon Musk is tied in with the Neuralink. He's actually working on that, so they're going to be tying this AI with the MOTB system, and the Neuralink is obviously part of that MOTB system. So we can see all the pieces of the puzzle are being put in place for them to roll this MOTB system out. And especially once they are no longer going to be hindered by what they called in the beginning of this article, free from ideological bias. They're going to be doing these things, irrespective of its effects of its potential negative impacts on people. So the gloves are going to be off for them to fully move ahead with this technology. So let's finish off this article. In a statement, Americans for Responsible Innovation, a non-profit organization, said Trump has made it clear from day one that his top priority on AI is out innovating the rest of the world. Today's executive order is a placeholder until the administration has a chance to develop a full strategy for executing that vision, said the organization's executive director, Eric Gastrofeld. Agencies had already frozen work on AI policies initiated by the last administration following Trump's repeal of Biden's executive order on Monday, Gastrofeld said. The new instructions shouldn't come as a surprise, he said. So the point of the matter is that Donald Trump's about business, man. Donald Trump's about making this shit happen. So we could praise Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for that, because under the Biden administration, things seem to kind of slow down in terms of them moving forward with their agenda. Esau moving forward with his agenda, and in a lot of ways we want this to happen, because the sooner Esau gets his shit together and pushes for the mark, is the sooner that the Most High can speed this thing up and deliver us from this hell. Because where we are, as pertaining to Baruch, behold, we are yet to stay in our captivity. That's Baruch 3 and verse 8. Let's get that. Baruch 3 and verse 8 says, behold, we are yet to stay in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and for a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. Hear Israel, the commandment of life, give ear to understand wisdom. As Israelites, we are currently yet this day still in our captivity. And it's a blessing that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai has poured the Spirit out upon his prophets to wake them up in these last days and to proclaim this word unto the people. So the people who are of the elect are going to hear this word, and they're going to arise and depart mentally and spiritually from this world. Because let me get Micah 2 and 10. That's what we're called to do. Where am I? Micah 2 and 10 says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So, mentally we're supposed to arise and depart from this place. So, we're supposed to be looking out for the prophecies and seeing how they line up from Scripture, and seeing how they line up with Scripture, so that we can be aware of the times we're in. 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, commands us to measure out our time diligently in itself. Let's get that rather than quote it. 2nd Ezra 9 and verse 1 says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we are in that time. We're seeing the parts of the prophecy come to fulfillment. So we know that the Most High is going to visit this place very soon. And when he visits this place, it's going to be with judgment. Isaiah 66 verse 15 comes to mind. Great judgment. This is Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15. It says, For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots. So the chariots of the Lord are what the world ignorantly calls UFOs. And in the beginning of January, believe between the end of December 2024 and the beginning of January 2025, one of the big stories in the news was about unexplained phenomena in the skies, which, the US media tried to pass off as drones. But for those of us who know, we know that those are the chariots of the Most High. What the world ignorantly calls UFOs, unidentified flying objects. They are identified through the scriptures as the chariots of the Lord, and the angels travel in them. So it says, Isaiah 66 verse 15, For behold, Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many. So we're coming into the times where Yahweh is going to send his son, Yahweh Shai, the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, back to this world in order to judge it and to deliver his elect who are scattered, around the world. The elect are going to be delivered from that judgment. So it's a two how do I say, I don't want to say two-pronged, but Yahweh's going to send Yahweh Shai to do two things: to destroy Esau and his empire, and also to save the elect of the nation of Israel. The 144,000 and the rest of the elect are going to be saved and delivered, especially from Babylon the Great, which is going to receive the greatest judgment. Babylon the Great being America, So while a lot of Americans are cheering and celebrating that Donald Trump's return to office, and in their mind's eye, they think that America's going to be made great again, well, they're in for a rude awakening, because the Most High has something very different planned for America, and it's gonna go down in flames. If they think that the California wildfires were bad, that just took place and destroyed a lot of homes, wait till the whole of America is on fire. Nobody's gonna be able to escape that, except the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be delivered from that. It's the whole place, America, is going to be judged. Let's get that and then we'll close out. Where am I? And after these things, Revelation 18 from verse 1, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great, which is America, is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people." That voice is to you Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, and West Africans, so-called, we're the Israelites, come out of her, my people, we're the Lord's people, pertaining to Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6, Psalms 147. Let me just get those quickly, for edification's sake. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6 says, "For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself." See, that proves we're the Lord's people. "Unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you because you were more in number than any people, for you were the fewest of all people, but because Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt." We get Psalms 147. Psalms 147 verse 19 backs this up. It says, "He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh." So Yahweh's people are the Israelites, and he's only dealing with them. So if you go back to Revelation 18 and pick up from where we left off. Reads at verse 4. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire." See, I read Isaiah 66 and 15 already. Also, Joel, the second chapter, goes into that, talking about the missiles that are going to be shot in America, the ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. Those are part of Yahweh's army as well. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power which judgeth her. And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. So that's the judgment that's going to be, that's the judgment of America, which is known spiritually as, Sodom and Egypt, and also Babylon the Great. That's the judgment that's going to befall America. So I think I've made the point on this lesson. Brought out a few different precepts there. Lord willing, it was all edifying. So yeah, Trump's pushing forward with this AI technology, which is going to tie into the MOTB system. So, got to keep our spiritual eyes and ears open to what's going down, because things are starting to heat up. The fire rises, as the quote goes. Esau's looking to get his agenda, but the Most High is in control of Esau, so we shouldn't fear what's coming. We've got the comfort of the scriptures, we've got the inside track, so we know what it is. So we've got to stay spiritually alert and prayed up. So Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson with that. Giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ruach Kodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone all well. Shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect that are destined to be saved. And I will catch you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Shalom for now.